Hey, how are you, Ron? I've been late today a little bit. Can you hear me? I'm not too sure if the mic is working. Yes, perfect. Thank you very much. Loud and clear. That's always great to hear. I'm causing a little bit of a ruckus here now at the moment. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Thanks you for joining in. This will be part 4 of the Cammy paint up, and the last time when I stopped on Wednesday, I painted this all blue, as you can see, and I don't really like it how it looks, to be honest. So what I'm gonna do today, I already painted up a sample, so this one, and I like way more this one. So I'm gonna paint up all of it like this. So I'm gonna try to remove the paint and the varnish from this one. Let's hope all goes well, and yeah, let's start doing it. So first I'm going to remove the paint from this one. So I prepared this one as well. It's all glued together, sand it down a little bit, and filled in with some UV resin, so it's no gap. So let's hope for the best. As you can see now, it's a little bit cloudy, and this is because I sanded the whole thing down. If any defects or anything on it, so we get rid of that one. Now I'm gonna put the base away. And of course, of all days, today I realized that I run out of the glossy paint, the glossy varnish that I put on this. So yeah, tomorrow I have to pick up some more of that one. Now I'm gonna try my luck and remove this alcoholing. I already did it once, and it comes off pretty okay, but I never tried it with varnish. So I'm gonna use iProposal alcohol, 99%, and I'm gonna hope for the best. So let's see how it is going to go. Now I'm not gonna use too much alcohol at the start because I don't want to waste too much. And I have an old toothbrush and just... Oh yeah, this one is coming off. So yeah, that's a good sign. But if in worst case it doesn't come off, I can always reprint it. But I prefer just to remove the paint from this and the varnish, of course. And even if it's a little bit blue stays on it, I don't mind because I'm gonna paint it up blue again. Now I have to watch out a little bit with the toothbrush because I don't want to send this paint everywhere flying. So I'm gonna try to keep it close to the container. And now of course I'm gonna swap out the alcohol, so I'm gonna put some more clean alcohol in. And again, I hope I remove all of it. So hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm painting up Cammy from LA Figures. You can check them out on Patreon. Thank you for joining. This will be the 4th part of the base. So if you want to check out all the rest of it, you can go and check it out on my channel. I upload them after the live stream. So if you want to catch up, you can do that. You can watch my full videos as well. And I have a couple of tips and tricks short videos. Check those ones out. And if you like what you see or you learn something, you find it interesting, give it a subscribe, give it a like. Share it with your friends, with your family. That will help out a lot. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button. It helps out a lot. And it looks like today I cannot speak. I'm just bumbling over here. Now check out my good friend's the 3D Painter channel as well. He does live streaming as well. He's similar to what I'm doing, but different in the same time. So you're interested in this hobby, check him out. He's gonna be live tomorrow as well, if I'm not wrong, a little bit later, so after me. So go check out his channel. And I made a mess, so let me clear this one up really quick. And I'm making this really nice alcohol wipes, as you can see over here. So I'm just taking normal wipes, take the water out of it, and then replace it with 99% alcohol. They're really, really handy and quite useful as well. So this looks already better. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Every time I have an old toothbrush, I just keep it because it's so useful. Now I removed most of the ink, as you can see. It's way better, but I'm gonna wash it again in a clean alcohol. So I'm gonna go get rid of this alcohol and get some fresh, put it in there, leave it to soak for a little bit, for a couple of minutes, and then try to remove it again. Now it's no point to put too much alcohol in at once, because again that's gonna come dirty, so you're not gonna use it. So it's always better to use small portions so you don't waste too much. And this is mostly how you remove paint from your prints if you ever have problems. Now you just have to watch out. So this is not a hollowed print, so it's a full print. So it's no alcohol or anything can go in. Sometimes if you have a hole, some alcohol can go in, it can stay there, and then the prints can crack. Already happened to me. So just watch out for that. If you do that, make sure that you leave the prints to dry for some time before you use it. Guys, back in a second. I'm just going to throw out this alcohol. Till then, you can hit that like button. Thank you very much. And now I am back. And today I forgot to pick up some paper towels, so that's always fun. Paper towel are a must in this hobby. So I'm gonna put in some fresh alcohol, and then I'm gonna do the whole thing all over again, so I remove a little bit more of the ink as much as possible. Now I don't think I can remove all of it, but that's okay, because I'm gonna paint it up blue anyway. But most of it came up, so I'm happy with that. When I was doing that one, I had something in my mind, but I changed how I want to do it. I didn't like it. I put too much of the ink on it, so it was a little bit too dark. So that was the reason why I removed it. In a couple of seconds you will see again. I'm going to show you guys how it's the new one looking, and I think it's looking a little bit better. Now guys, I see some new people in here, so welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy yourselves today. It's a nice day, it's Friday, and it's start of the weekend. So guys, are you working on something? Are you painting up, or are you learning how to paint? Are you printing something? Let me know in the comments. If you have any question, go ahead and ask. So I'm take another one of these alcohol wipes, and again just clean it down as much as possible. Now it has the, actually I like it because it has just a little blue hue to it. So this is a good way to do water almost effect, or ice as well. So you don't have the full blue, but it has a little bit of a hue to it. So it's almost like an ice effect. It's perfect. So this could be a good idea. Just put some alcohol ink on it, and then you remove it, and then you got this nice bluish tint to it. So it's not fully blue. Now I'm gonna clean this out a little bit, so next time when I'm using it for something, I have it ready to go. I don't want the blue to come out again. Here you go. These gloves, I'm not gonna use them anymore. And now let's put everything away and get ready to paint this one up. So I hope this clam will hold up. It almost holds it up. Let's hope it's going to work. So I'm gonna dry up the alcohol from this. So this is the new color that I'm going forward. So on the top will be pink, in the middle will be blue, and on the bottom it will be the purple. Now this one only has one coat of the glossy varnish, so usually with the second coat it becomes even better. Just fixing in all the deepest parts of the sculpt. So usually give two coat to the translucent resin. Now let's get another glove out and let's start doing some painting. And okay, this is falling down, so I don't want to break it. So actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring the base close to me, and I'm going to try to rest it on the base so it doesn't fall down. okay. Now I'm curious how is this gonna come out after I put the pink on it. So I hope it doesn't look too strange. And as I mentioned before, I'm using this type of alcohol ink. So this, as you can see over here, says alcohol ink pink. And just make sure you pick up one of these cleaners as well, cleaning solution. These are a little bit heavy on your airbrush, so don't use your good airbrush. I usually try to use a specific airbrush with this one because I want to maintain my airbrushes as much as possible. Ah, and let's get into it. So first I'm gonna go with the pink, and I'm just gonna do the top parts of the spikes. And yeah, this is already a little bit more purplish than pinkish, but it's okay, we don't mind. The good thing in the alkaline, it dries really fast, so it's one thing that you don't have to worry about. Now, as you can see over here, these are a little bit cloudy, the translucent resin, but once you hit it with the glossy varnish, this turns in really nice. Okay, that will do. And I'm trying to put these parts in a safe place. And now we will have to do the big part. Now guys, don't forget to smash that like button. It helps out a lot. We want to stay in the good grace of the YouTube algorithm, and they like that like button. So if you don't mind smashing it, that will help out a lot. It's a small thing for you, but it's a huge thing for us creators. Now, as you can see over here, I'm gonna clean out the airbrush with this cleaning solution. It's the same from as like the alcoholing. So I'm gonna use this one after every single paint change. Now guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining. And the moment I'm painting up Cammy from Street Fighter, and I'm doing the translucent effects. If you're interested in the files, you can find them on the LA Figures Patreon. Now, the only thing with the alcohol ink, it dries really fast. So sometimes you have to take the airbrush, as you can see it over here, a little bit. You have to take it a little bit off and then clean it up, but once it's clean, it's all good. I'm gonna use a little bit of airbrush cleaner as well, just to make sure everything is out. And now I'm gonna use this blue. And I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to do the middle part of it. Only one thing that you have to watch out with the alcohol ink, if you go too heavy-handed, that's it. It's gonna stay like that. You cannot brighten it up or anything like that. So make sure that you don't go too heavy-handed, just as much as you need. Okay, and this will be the blue now. And I'm gonna do the blue on this one now, and I'm gonna go the same way. Now make sure when you do the cutoff between the blue and the pink that you don't do a straight line, because that's just gonna look really, really bad. Make sure that you give a little bit of a different points to start and to stop. That looks good as well. And now I'm gonna do the final big piece. Welcome, welcome guys. Thanks for joining. Just a quick reminder to hit that like button. It does help out more than you can imagine. We want to stay in the good grace of the YouTube algorithm. And now we are done with the blue, so now we're gonna do the purple. But first we're going to clean out the airbrush. So again, I have this alcohol ink cleaner. So I highly recommend to buy that one if you're planning to use this type of alcohol ink. Otherwise, it will be a little bit harder to remove the ink from the airbrush. It goes a little bit heavier on it, but if you use that cleaning solution, then it's quite easy. Now alcohol will do the same as well, but I find that this one works a little bit better and faster. And now I'm going to clean that one out with some water. Guys, let me know what type of paint are you using on your translucent resin. Are you using anything specific or just simple acrylic ink? And now I'm going to use this purple. And the purple, I'm just going to do the bottom part of the effect, the one that hits the base. And that's it. We are done with this one as well. Oh, hi! Thank you very much for joining. I'm pretty sure I'm going to pronounce your name correctly, Checkermoon. So, she's an amazing artist. I done the Biru. That's what's her sculpture. Check out her channel. She's doing a really amazing art. And I think she shows how to do stuff in ZBrush as well. So definitely check out her channel. She's really amazing artist. And again, the Biru that I have painted up on my channel was done by her. Okay, Kate. I wasn't sure if I can use your name. But thank you. Thanks for joining, by the way. So I'm going to show you guys quickly the finished product. So after now you can see it's a little bit cloudy, but after you heat it with the gloss varnish, it's going to look a little bit more like this. So I'm going to bring it closer to the camera. I don't know how much you can see. So this is a little bit cloudy, and then once you put some glossy varnish on it, it's going to turn more like this. Now this one still has to dry, and then I will have to give a second coat, but unfortunately I run out of that type of varnish. So tomorrow I will have to go and pick up some more of it. Hopefully they have it in stock. And now I'm going to do the big effect. And again, it will be the same way, the bottom part. Now, anybody who joined now, thanks for joining. I'm painting up Cammy from Street Fighter. And today I'm working on the effects. So hopefully I can finish this today. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the varnish, so that part will be definitely tomorrow. Now, over here, guys, maybe you notice it. This is where is the cut, so that's why I don't like to do cuts on the translucent resin. Yes, the materials a little bit, not too bad. Mine it's printed on a bigger scale, so I'm not worrying too much about it. And I didn't glue it in, so at the moment they are quite safe. But in the worst case scenario, if they ever break, I can reprint them, and then just change them out. So I'm not worrying too much about that, Kate. They are amazing. The minis that you're making now, they're really nice. So, like I told you as well before, I'm gonna be interested of picking up some of them. So when I free up my schedule, I'm gonna go and have a look at them as well. And that's it, will be now. I just have to leave this to dry. Actually, I'm gonna try to put a little bit more purple over here so the key don't pop out as much. Cover it a little bit up. Now, this cut over here, they are not in the original files. I had to make these ones because I couldn't print it out as one piece. So when you guys get the files, if you're interested from LA Figures, they will be a full piece. I just had to do this because my printer couldn't print it in a full piece. So that's why you have this ugly cut. But now you cannot really see it anymore as much. So I'm happy with it. And when I done the cut, I made sure that it's a little bit hidden behind Cammy's leg. So again, not too much you're gonna see about that when everything is put together. And now this is how we look so far. So we are getting there to finish it slowly. I'm just gonna move it in a little bit out of the screen so I can clean up my airbrush. Thank you, Kate. I didn't see you painting up anything lately, so are you just focusing on sculpting minis at the moment? Yeah, you told me the other day we were talking that you really enjoy doing the minis, and they're really cool. Guys, after I upload this video, I'm gonna leave a link to Kate's Instagram. You can go and check out her work. And then if you find something, as far as I know, she's on Cultist as well, so you can pick up some pieces from there if you're interested in some of her files. She's an amazing artist, so please go and support her. Ooh, Space Marines. You mean these bad boys? This is how I started actually. I started with minis in during the COVID, and then I got a 3D printer. My wife gifted to me for my birthday, and I wanted to print minis, but then I decided to go a little bit bigger and never went back. So actually, I'm really happy with that. And I have to say, I just went bigger and bigger with my statues. Now I started to go a little bit smaller again because I don't have any more space in the house. And then if anyone is interested in any of my statues, you can find my statues paint ups on my YouTube channel. And if you have anyone interested in any of my statues, please reach out, DM me, and then we can talk more after over there. I always have to make sure that I really clean out the airbrush after I use the alcohol ink, because otherwise, if this stays in, it dries really fast. Actually, I'm gonna take it apart a little bit. I just want to make sure nothing, because it still comes out a little bit of a purple pink. Here we go. Now it should be fine. From next week, guys, I'm gonna have a more fixed stream. So I'm gonna do it on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So 3 times a week. Please come and join. I will appreciate much if you will do so. Now, usually I used to clean my brush, airbrush cleaner or water, but if I use alcohol ink, then I'm gonna use this one. It's a clean solution for the alcohol ink. The alcohol ink is a little bit more sticky and it's a little bit harder to clean, but alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, so this one as well will clean out the ink. So I'm gonna use this one as well sometimes, but only if my airbrush is kind of stuck. But then I always rinse it with water or the airbrush cleaner. And now, so after this all is done, all the effects, I'm gonna do a little bit of effect here on the base as well. So it's gonna go around where the effects, I'm gonna do a little bit of a purple. Nice effect to it. And then we have to finish these ones. So I did give a clear coat on this, but I didn't do the clear coat on the K and on the O. So I'm gonna finish these ones up. I'm gonna put this one away from here because I don't want it to get it dirty. And now I'm gonna give a clear coat. Now it's always good to give a clear coat to your work so you can save it. So if any accident happens, you don't have to repaint the whole thing. Now what I'm gonna do with the bubble lights, I'm just gonna put some UV resin on it, UV resin, and I'm gonna cure it so it gives that glass effect to the light bulbs. Even the ones that are broken, I'm just gonna do it nicely on the side. Now again with this one, this is not the final clear coat. The final one, usually I'm using a different one. It's from a can. I can show it to you guys later on a little bit. I'm gonna pick it up and bring it up here and just show it to you which type I'm using. So this is usually, I'm using this one between the layers just to save it, or before I give the final varnish, I'm using this one. I like the finish of the varnish, the other one, the one from the spray can. It looks a little bit better. It looks a little bit more professional, if that makes sense. I've been using that for most of my statues for the last couple of years. Once I discovered it, I just couldn't go back to this one. Ah, this one is done as well. So this one I have to wait to dry out. Then I'm gonna give it a clear coat of screen, and then I can do the resin. And as I mentioned before, so this is the clear coat varnish that I'm using for the final piece. This is the one that protects it from everything. So it's from Wisdom and Newton, professional satin varnish. So it's not as cheap, but they last for long. So usually one of these has, I do give 2 coats of this, so usually lasts me for 2 or 3 statues, more or less. Depends how big is the statue and how much I'm using, but I'm really happy with it. By the way, this is not sponsored, so I'm not getting paid by them. I wish I could. So now I think we can start slowly doing Cammy. So today off screen I did clean up the parts a little bit. So actually I have to do something before I start painting her up. So I have to do a little bit of a putty. I'm gonna use milliput. So I have to do her shoulders and one of her legs. They don't sit in perfectly. Now the cuts are made really good. So this is nothing of from the artist. This is actually when you support your figures. I choose to support this from the bottom, from down here. So when you support it, when the print starts, so it started from over here, so it puts it, it warps your print just by a little bit, not too much, but they warp a little bit, so it's not a perfect fit, but it's really close to perfect. As you can see, maybe not, you don't see it now on the camera, but it over here has a little bit of a gap, and I know if I don't do it now, I'm going to regret it later on, so I prefer to do it now. And the other one, it's the arm, which again is the same. I choose to start the print here, so the supports are coming from here. So here has the same thing. It's just a little bit of a gap. You don't almost even notice it, but it will bother me down later on the line, so I'm going to do it now. So I have actually one of the Army Painter's varnish. Let No, actually I don't have it anymore. I threw it out. So the Army Painter varnish, I didn't like it. Vallejo, I did use it at the start, but then I found this one and actually works a little bit better for me. For me, it's even as well like which is more handy to get. So these are quite easy for me to get. So that's why I'm choosing to use these ones. But the Vallejo as one as well. I remember it when I used it. I was really good with it. Now the thing with these ones, the Aqua Varnish, I bought this some time ago. So these are still left over. So I'm not even buying these anymore. I just bought a couple of them and have a couple of extra ones. Now you see this one is the matte, but you have the ultra matte. Now both of them, they're like different levels of matte. So this is almost like a satin varnish, but the ultra matte, this makes everything look like dry. Like if you want to do a dry terrain or something that it's cloth, I will advise you to use the ultra matte. This is amazing. I never find anything better than the ultra matte varnish for like dry parts. If you want to use like really dry parts like sand or something, this is amazing for that. And even cloth. A couple of days ago, I painted up the finished painting of the Levi from Attack on Titan, and I used that on his cloth cape because actually I made that cape out of cloth, and it came out amazing. Now, if you wonder why I have two legs, I done two legs because this one it's a full leg, and this one it's a hollow one. You can see the hole in it as well. Because Cammy standing on her leg, I was thinking maybe to give it a little bit of support, so full printed leg will be more safer. But then when I printed the whole part and I put it together, the body of Cammy, it's quite light, so I don't think I will have to use the filled one. So we will see. I'm gonna use the other one as a test paint for her skin. I saw some really cool skin paints, so I want to try something new out as well. Oh, you should definitely try it out to see how it is. But you see, I'm saying to everybody as well, like sometimes it's not even about the brand, it's what you can find in your area and what works for you better. I'm not sponsored by anything like this. I wish I would. So for me, I would never say that buy that specific brand. I usually just say what works for me. I've been doing this for some time, and sometimes you find something that works really good, so you stop trying out the other brands. That was for me. And again, I have this one for some time now. I have it from a couple of years. But I used to use the Vallejo before. Now, always when I miss the milliput, I put up an older glove because I don't want the milliput to go into my skin too much. So when I miss it, I just make sure that I have some gloves on. Now guys, thanks for joining my channel. You're welcome. Welcome. Today I'm still painting up Cammy from Street Fighter, and it's a model from LA Figures, so go and check them out if you're interested. Now I'm really new at streaming, so hit that like button, it will help out a lot. This way, people like you who love this hobby will notice me in the algorithm a little bit better. So they're gonna start pushing my channel up as well a little bit, which will be much appreciated. Now, if you want to see full how to paint videos, check out my channel. I have them over there. Every week I post a video. So if you're into the hobby or you're learning how to do it, check out my channel. So here usually I'm using some clean foil. By the way, this one I stole from my wife as well. Pretty sure she didn't notice at all when she needed it and she didn't have. So what I'm gonna do over here, usually, I'm gonna make a small mark on the arm where I need to put the milliput. And by the way, I always mix up too much milliput. I never can make less, always more than I need. Now make sure you push it down really nicely, then take the clean foil, put it on the part that you don't want the milliput to go, like here. You push it in, squeeze it in as much as possible so you get the shape here at the arm and on the shoulder, and the milliput will go in, and then you just push it with your finger and then pull it out, leave it to dry a little bit, and then later I'm going to come back with the wet brush and just smooth it out really nicely. Now this one, it's not a good idea to touch it too much, so again, put it in a safe place where you don't touch the milliput by mistake. Now this is unfortunately has to dry for 24 hours, so it's not as fast, and I mentioned before I've done too much of it. So now I'm going to do the same thing with the leg. I'm going to do a small mark where I want the milliput to finish and to start. So this part over here, as you can see, this is where my print started. So this was the part where we had, hi Christina. Oh, my hands are too big for the camera. I'm fully zoomed out. And again, guys, thanks for joining. Please hit that like button. It does help out a lot, much more than you will imagine. And we want to stay in the good grace of the YouTube algorithm. So thank you very much. And as you can see here, I have these drainage holes. I don't close them if I glue the parts together. So if the parts will be not glued together, then these holes, they will be closed up. So nothing comes out of the resin print over time. Now, again, I will do the same thing. Take the clean fill, put it on the statue, push it together nicely. Make sure that the milliput goes everywhere when you need it, where you need it. And that's it. So I'm going to leave this to dry as well. Then later on a little bit, I'm going to come back with the wet brush, and I'm just going to smooth out really nicely with some water the milliput. So the milliput, you can work it really nicely when you put some water on it, but you don't have to overdo it. So with just little water, you can smooth it out really nicely. So we are done with this one. So this is gonna have to wait 24 hours now to dry. So always that takes some time. So I'm thinking to use this milliput that I have made to close up some holes on the statue. So I have this one over here. We push it in here nicely so it's not a waste. Here we go. And then usually after this, I just come back with some resin. I put some resin, cure it, and then, but I just don't want the milliput sometimes to go wasted and not used. So I have another one over here. I'm gonna do this one as well. And then you can cut this excess off with an X-Acto knife really easily. So don't worry too much about the excess. And then we have another one over here. So let's finish up with what I have. I'm using my mic. Why? It's the sound is bad? Let me see. Did the mic disconnect? No, the mic is connected. Let me do some testing to see. It should be the mic. One, two, one, two. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, no, it's. I think it's the mic. Okay, so let me see. I move away from the phone. Can you hear me now? Not sure. I think the mic it's on. It's everything green and plugged in, so it should work. Okay, let me see. Oh, sorry guys, that was just me testing out the mic. Sorry for the noise. It looks like the DJ mic. It's connected. That's the one you can hear me through. Sorry, I was doing some heavy breathing in the mic. Okay, so these will be Cammy's other parts. So we don't have too many. We have the hair, the head, the bandana, arms, the pouch on the leg, and the 2 arms. Now, this one is sorted out. So now we can go to the torso. So I can paint this one up because this is going to be just separate, so has no skin in it. I know. I hope everybody knows, but when you do skin, you just have to do the whole skin at once. Don't do it separately, or you do half of it today, half of it tomorrow, because that will be the worst idea. You have to do the skin, all of it at the same time. Now let me catch up with the chat a little bit. Maybe I noticed like if I listen myself back on the phone or on the iPad or on the PC, everywhere I sound differently, and yeah, that's a thing. So I have to choose because I didn't do my homework today. I was a bit lazy and I didn't choose the color for Cammy. So I think I'm gonna go with this green here. No, not this one. Maybe this one. And then I'm gonna do the highlights with a brighter one. But I did use a different green the other day and I don't find where I put it. Found it over here. So I'm gonna go with this one and I'm gonna do the highlights with this. What do you think, guys? This the left or the right? So this is the right, this is the left. Right, left. Which one should I use? It's not too much difference between them. I'm gonna give it a couple more seconds. It looks like the chats are coming to a little bit with a delay. Right, yes. I'm gonna go with the right. That was my first choice as well. Thank you very much. It's nothing worse than when you take off your glove and it's still kind of a little bit has some moisture in it, and you cannot put it back on. So I have to take another one, and then I'm trying to save a little bit on these gloves because they go so fast, especially when I use it for the resin. I forgot to clean out my varnish. I just noticed that I left some varnish in my airbrush. So that's never a good thing to have varnish in your airbrush. So I forgot about that. Looks okay. How about now? Uh, I think we are back again now. Okay, so look like we are back again. I don't know what happened. Uh, got interrupted for a second. Perfect. Everything looked okay on my side, so actually I don't know what happened. Okay, more. And look like this thing. It has something in it, so I have to clean out the nozzle from the bottle. So sorry guys, I don't actually know what happened. The stream was on, but it looks like it went down, so it could be something from YouTube. But we are back and running now, so welcome back, guys. Thank you very much for choosing to join me on this amazing adventure with Cammy. By the way, just the other day I watched Mortal Kombat 2 and I liked it. I have to say it was good. But I liked the original Mortal Kombat as well back in I think it was in the 90s that came out. But I just watched the new one and it was really, really good. Yeah, when I was a kid, I played more Mortal Kombat than Street Fighter, but if I have to choose now, I think I like a little bit more the OG Street Fighter than Mortal Kombat. Back in when I was a kid, I used to play it just for the fatalities. That was the best thing. And now here we go. So my first coat, I never want to go too heavy. I just want to make sure that covers everywhere. So for now, I'm just gonna paint up the whole thing in green. Then put down some shadows and then do the highlights. Usually I prepare my paints, the colors in time, the ones I want to use. Because I want to make sure that every time I have enough of them, so it doesn't finish midway. It did happen a couple of times, I have to be honest, and it's not that nice. Now I always give 2 coats of my base color. It doesn't matter if it's skin, clothes, or anything. I usually don't use zenithal highlights. It doesn't work for me. It's not my style. But lots of people are using it and they like it. I find zenithal highlights worth a little bit more for minis than for full-on statues. But of course, if you like it, you can use it. It's your choice always. Okay then, I'm gonna leave this to dry a little bit, pass another coat on it, and then start doing the heavy work on it. The part that matters. This is a pretty nice green as well, so I already like it. So that will be the first coat. Now again, I'm going to clean out my airbrush. I always take a wet wipe and just remove all the big parts of the dried paint in the cup, because you don't want that actually to go into your paintbrush. Oh yes, I already done a Sukuna. You can find a full video on my YouTube channel. But I'm gonna actually do another Sukuna, and soon I'm gonna do a ghetto as well. So I have this pretty cool one from Mackie Studio. Mackie? Not sure how you pronounce the name correctly. And that one will have this koi fish in the background. So I'm gonna do that one. I'm actually gonna paint up a Broly as well. And then I'm gonna do another Sukuna soon. I have a couple of Sukunas. So I'm gonna definitely do a Sukuna as well. Do you have any specific Sukuna on your mind? If you don't mind me asking. I think I know which one you refer to. So yeah, that Sukuna will be painted up if it's the one I'm thinking of. That's going to be painted up soon as well. Now I have a spare airbrush, so usually I use that to dry my paint. I know the hair dryer it's a little bit better, but it's really noisy, so I really don't want to use it on the stream. Of course. Of course, my friend, I know who you are. And your Sukuna, it's amazing. Yes, I promise you that Sukuna will come as well. It's gonna come really soon. I just had a couple of other projects kind of planned in, and then I had some of them they were not meant to be, but I have to do them. So I already have. So from Jujutsu Kaisen, I think this couple of months I'm gonna do 3 or 4 characters, which is a Gojo, a Toji, then will be the Sukuna, that will be yours, and then it will be another character, I'm not sure. And these are just the Jujutsu Kaisen. And then it's going to be Broly from Dragon Ball. So yeah, lots of anime manga characters will be soon up. Unfortunately, my printer has a little bit of an issues, so I had to buy a new one. So that's on the way. So hopefully arrives sooner than later. But I noticed lately that anything that comes from Germany, uh, it stays in customs for some time in Dublin. So it says the 3 to 7 days, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a little bit more. Thank you, brother. I love your work as well. Your Gojo, it's amazing. So yeah, I was saying that the printer is on the way. It says it will take 3 to 7 days, but I noticed that sometimes the things from Germany it takes between 2 to 3 weeks to arrive for some reason to my house. They arrive normally in Dublin, but they keep them in custom for some time. And anything that has to do with 3D printing comes from Germany because come from China, and I think China has the main depot in Germany, so everything comes from there to us. So yeah, can't wait for the new printer. It's a bigger one, so anything that I have to print will be a little bit faster. So I'm gonna put a little bit more thinner in this because it's still a little bit too thick. So any new characters that you're working on? I know you're working on Itadori as well. Let's change out the airbrush. Guys, thank you for choosing my channel to join in. Very much appreciated if you would like to hit that like button. It helps out a lot. We try to grow our channel a little bit, so we're gonna want to be in the grace of the YouTube algorithm. So smash and hit that like button. Thank you very much. If you like what I'm doing here, how I'm doing it, you can recommend my channel to your family and friends. Even if they don't like 3D printing, they can still watch my videos. I will be more than happy. Now, don't forget to check out my good friend, the 3D painter as well. He's doing live streaming as well. He usually starts a little bit later after me. So if you're still around and you have some free time on your hand, go on and check out his channel. He's doing a bit the same, but in the same time different than I do. He uses a lot of lights, so he has lots of knowledge as well in a different area than I do. And we all do our works in differently, so it's always good to see a different viewpoint, kind of. So go, please check him out, give it a subscribe, give it a like, and share it with your family and friends. Thank you very much. You're shifting? What do you mean exactly by shifting? Do you have two jobs? What do you mean by shifting? I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. Now I always have a little bit of a delay on the chat, so sorry guys if I respond you in a little bit, takes me longer to respond. The YouTube today it's doing some funny stuff, I have to say. So I keep doing the other armpit, but I keep forgetting this one. So let's put some green there as well. And I think this is pretty much done. So from now on, what I'm going to use, I have to work out which type of the... So this will be my highlight over here. But I need to use something for the shadows, so I have to choose a wash. This will be a little bit too dark. So this is for the highlights, and okay, I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna try it out, and worst case scenario, I'm just gonna repaint it. Oh, okay, so you're moving to another city. Yeah, that's never fun. So you're moving houses as well, I presume, so you have to move internet and everything. So yeah, that will slow down your work. I never asked you what software are you using for sculpting. You're using ZBrush or Blender? One of you guys, you or Kate, you have to teach me properly to do professional cuts. I do my cuts and I do them pretty decently. I know how to do keys and everything, but more more difficult cuts like curves and all that stuff, I'm not really good to doing. So ZBrush, yeah, I'm using ZBrush as well. Yeah, ZBrush forever, I agree. So guys, one of these days you will have to teach me to do proper cuts, like curved cuts and all that, you know, like professional. I can do straight cuts, even curved ones a little bit, but I'm not the best. But I really want to learn to do the cuts, just the cuts for the moment. That's because when I want to do some figures and I want to do some modifying, like kit bashing, it's always the one problem that I have. So who knows, one of these days you guys can make a video and you post it on your channel, like proper tutorial how to do professional cuts, or you can just show it to me as a secret. But I'm pretty sure everybody will be appreciative if you can show it off to everyone. I think everybody's struggling a little bit with that part. Something happened here. Let me check out with my magnifying glass. Okay, some paint chipped away for some reason. Okay, that was strange. Perfect, then we have a deal. I had a really good friend, he's an artist as well, Madura. Unfortunately, we don't talk as much anymore. He sculpted the Spider-Man on my channel that I painted up. And he told me back in the day that it actually is gonna teach me to do proper professional cuts. But I don't know, because we live in different time zones, maybe we just can't really match it up. So one of you guys now have to do it. And the thing is, like, there's so many tips and tricks videos in on YouTube with the ZBrush, but I find it sometimes they talk to the people that already know ZBrush, that like they know everything about ZBrush. And for example, like I even know how to sculpt in ZBrush, but I don't know all the tools. And then when they say it, it almost sounds like they expect you to know most of it. So that's always not too clear to me how kind of you should do it. Now this airbrush here I'm using just for varnish, metal colors or base colors. And whenever I need to use some details, I'm going to use my other one. So this is a 1.8, no, 0 0.1, 0.1.5 needle, and the other one has a 0.4 needle. And when I do detailing as well, I really lower my pressure. Now it closed all the way, so lower your pressure always. Make sure you don't want it to be too much pressure on it. And then always test it out before you put it on the figure. How are your lines? If your lines are okay and you're happy with it, yeah, this will do for me. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to test it out a little bit over here on the back to see for the shadows if I'm happy with this. Maybe it's a little bit too bright. Okay, let me do it here a little bit. Because on the back it's a curve, so you don't really see it as much. Now guys, thanks for joining my stream. Don't forget to hit that like button. Much appreciated. So I'm gonna try to not to go too close to the screen so you can see actually what I'm doing and not just my hands. So with this one, I'm just gonna go mostly on the sides and on the parts that I want to be more darker in the shadows. So I'm not gonna spray it everywhere. And don't rush with it, just take it slowly. You don't want to overdo it. And then when we're gonna do the highlights, we're gonna do on the parts that they are mostly hit by the sun. So this one here, I'm trying to do the shadows, so I'm gonna do whatever it's, as you can see how I'm holding the figure as well. So I'm gonna spray it from the bottom up, kinda in a way. And as I mentioned before, don't rush with this one, just go easily. Pass it a couple of times if you're not happy with the density of the shadows. Now let it dry a little bit so we can see how it comes along. Now sometimes you don't see the shadows as much at the moment, but they will pop out a little bit more when you apply the highlights. So we're gonna dry it up a little bit, give it another hand maybe, of a light shadow, and then we're gonna start applying the highlights. And you can come back with the shadows if you want more after the highlights again, so that's no problem at all. So that's gonna do for now. So I'm gonna clean out the airbrush, leave the torso to dry for a couple of seconds. I'm gonna hit it with some airbrush as well a little bit. So I'm gonna put up the pressure so I can clean out the airbrush faster. I'm going to use some airbrush cleaner as well. Now you want to run the airbrush cleaner through your airbrush because you want to remove all the stuff that is inside. Now guys, just remember from next week I'm going to stream on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. If it's something comes up and if it's not possible, then I will be not online, of course, but otherwise I will try to stick to the plan and see how it works for a couple of weeks. And I'm hoping for the best. So far it's amazing, I have to say. I enjoy it a lot. It's a little bit more personal. Make sure you share it with your friends, with your family. Join my channel. I'm posting full up how to paint videos every week as well. So if you're interested, go and check it out. And don't forget to lower the pressure on your compressor. That's a little bit too low. Let's see. A bit too much. Yeah, that will do. So this still didn't dry. Oh. So I don't know if you noticed, guys, the last time I was spraying from the bottom up. Now the highlights, I'm gonna spray it from the bottom down kind of way. So I'm gonna hold the figure in the other way. and then start hitting it little by little. Now here you have to watch out how much you apply, because if you overdo it, then you have to repeat the whole process again, and that won't be that cool. Now guys, if you have any questions, just please go on and ask them in the chat. Now, when you apply the highlights, just make sure you apply it to the right angles and not just in the middle. Make sure you spread it out a little bit. Go on the sides as well. Make it look nice. Now, what do you guys think so far? Perfect. Now I have to just mess up the rest of the work and make sure that I give it the right time for this to dry. And I think I'm going to apply a clear coat as well. Thank you, Kate. Okay, so this will be her suit done on the green side. So now we have to do the side pieces over here, but that one I'm going to do it way differently. So I'm going to clean out the airbrush, let it dry a little bit, give it a dry coat, uh, a varnish, a protection coat. Thanks guys for joining. If you hit that like button, that will be much appreciated. Today I'm still painting up Cammy from LA Figures, not Studios. The base is almost done. And now we start working on Cammy herself. So I'm just gonna dry it up a little bit. Yeah, come in, open it. Okay, I think my son is at the door, so let's see. Hi.
Hey,
I'm doing some painting.
do you know where Mommy is?
Mommy should be downstairs.
Can you come check?
I cannot go now, Daddy. Can you go and check, Mommy?
What's that on your ear?
That's the microphone. The mic. Go and check. Mommy should be downstairs, okay? Looks like my son lost his mommy. He never actually saw me with the mic. So he was like, "What's your that on your ear?" Thank you, Ron. Thank you very much. So now I'm gonna give a coat of clear varnish on it. So just to save what I did so far. Now remember to give a clear coat of varnish if you want to save your work. So it will be almost like a save game if you play video games. Just to make sure if you make any small mistakes, you can clean them up. But if you don't do the varnish, then probably you will mess up all your paint. And you don't want your hard work to go wasted. And now I'm going to choose. So for the sides of her costume, under her arms, I'm gonna just use a darker wash to paint it up. So I'm not sure if I should use Agrax Earthshade because that's one a little bit too dark, but it could work actually better. Or should I use something else? But I think I'm going to try out the Agrax Earthshade. Yes, I'm going to try out the Agrax Earthshade to see how it looks. And in worst case, I can just repaint the whole, so this part under her arms. And I'm gonna do it with the brush instead of the airbrush. Oh, I didn't clean out the airbrush again. I have a bad habit to talk too much and leave my varnish inside the airbrush, and that's one of the worst, to leave inside your airbrush, not clean it out in time. I'm gonna bring up a render of the Cammy that the artist made. I usually like to keep it close to the artist interpretation of the statue, but I like to use my own colors as well. So if something that I don't really like, then I'm gonna change it out. That's it. Now we need the wet palette. Here we go. Put some more water in because it's getting dry. And what's the point of having a wet palette if it's dry? Now I'm gonna use Agrax Earthshade to do the side on here, this part of the costume. So both of the parts, they have a different textures over there. So I'm going to do that one after the varnish dries a little bit, and I'm going to apply that one with the paintbrush. I'm not gonna tape it off, it's not worth it, it's just a little bit anyway. And now let's start doing this. So let's keep it in the camera as well, focused, but not too much. So the artist made some really nice textures on the costume. So with the Agrax Earthshade, it's gonna bring it out really nicely. So I really like it how it looks. That looks pretty cool. And then it's gonna look even better when it's finished and everything is dry. Now, as I mentioned before, I have a good friend in the chat, Kate, and she made the Biru statue that you can see me on my channel painting up. And I have to say, I really like that Biru. I reached out to her as soon as I saw Biru, and I really wanted to paint that one up. So I done a collaboration with her. I hope it worked out for her as well, not just for me. And I really like solo leveling. So Biru is from solo leveling, and I really like that her Biru, it's different. It's not just the typical black one, and even the pose is really cool how it stands on the pillar. So I really liked. Before I found hers, I already printed one out. I still have it printed. Maybe one day I'm gonna paint it up, but I really liked her work on Biru and how she done it. I hope she's gonna go back and do some more statues. I know she really likes doing miniatures at the moment, and they are really cool. So guys, if you like miniatures, check out Kate. She's an amazing artist. I'm gonna put a link to her Instagram and Culty shop when I upload the video. So if you want to find her, just come back later and check out the video, and it's gonna be down in the description. And then, guys, there are really cool artists that they work from straight from Discord. So there are specifically Discord groups. Then you can find artists that work over there, and then they're doing really amazing sculpts. So if you're anyone interested in that, please reach out to me, and I will be more than happy to share with you. I don't know how much they want me to put the link straight in the description. I'm gonna ask them personally if they want me to put it down there. But if you're interested, just reach out to me, and I'm gonna give you the Discord so you can join in and see the work. They're really, really cool. I like these guys. They're not big as the Patreons, but they're doing amazing work. That would be that would be so cool if you would do that. Keep forgetting the dragon name, but yeah, that would be amazing. Especially the swords and everything. If you do it, you see, the thing is, like, solo leveling is quite big, right? But not there are not too many statues of them are out there. Like, they're actually good ones as well. And now a couple of more copies of solo leveling, like clones of solo leveling, came out. The Tomb Raider King, and it's way different. Like the solo leveling, and it's not bad. But every time you watch it, you go like, I rather watch solo leveling, like a new season. And I don't know if they're gonna make season 3, because apparently there are some problems over there with the company that made the first 2 seasons of the anime. So I'm hopefully they're gonna make it. And the funny thing is, because the same guys who made solo leveling making the Tomb Raider King as well. So I don't know. But again, even the characters, they almost like look identical. So I hope a third season will come out soon. Let me know, guys, if you're watching some specific animes. I would love to check them out. Maybe it's something out there that I don't know about. Lately, I've been watching Jujutsu Kaisen, and I start watching Attack on Titan again. So let me know if you're watching something different. I will be more than happy to check it out. So I'm gonna do the part on the neck as well, because we want it to be complete. We don't want to skip. And then I'm gonna do the holster as well. That one I don't know yet what color. Should I do it brown or black? That's the question. Now you see these lines over here, the fine lines on her costume, those going to be black, if I'm not wrong. So maybe the hoister, I should do it in a different color. So it's not everything black. Okay, I'm gonna hit this with some air to make it dry a little bit faster. And maybe I'm gonna give another hand, another coat. Maybe it's a little bit too bright, but I kind of like it in the same way. Actually, I'm gonna do something else. So I'm going to do some shading on it as well. Yeah, I looked up some of the mangas. I read a couple of them, the manhwa, and it's different. But again, it's almost like you're looking a Song Jing-woo, and it's another one. I don't remember the. It's another one which exactly it's almost like solo leveling. Yeah, this is coming along. So what I'm gonna do now on this side, I'm gonna do some shadows. So I'm going to load up the other airbrush with some black wash and just gonna do some of the parts, deepest parts of the sculpt here and there. Not too much, just a little bit. The thing is, because this has so much details and different deepness to the sculpt, I cannot do apply some wash with with the brush because it's just gonna run everywhere. So it's better to do it with the airbrush. So I'm gonna do that now. So I'm just gonna do on the sides a little bit of a dark wash. Now this basket over here, I'm using it to store the paint that I already used on the figures, so I don't confuse what I used and what I didn't use on the current figure. So every time I finish a figure, take a picture of the paint, and then I put them back to the place, and then start all over again when I start a new model. So this way it's a little bit easier to keep track of what paint I did use on the current model. Let's actually take these ones out and put these ones in. Sometimes I'm using so many paints that it's really hard to keep track which one I used and which one I didn't. So I find this solution to work really good. Always make sure you clean your brush as well. And now, just again, lower your pressure. You don't want too much. Okay, that's a little bit too low. Check out your line. That's a bit too much. Yeah, that will do. And now I'm going to start doing just here and there a little bit of a dark wash, not too much. You don't want to overdo it. It already looks better than before. And again, with this one, you want to go really gentle. Too much will not help. Yeah, I think that will be fine. And now do the my favorite part, the black lines. I always love to do the tiniest black lines. Now I'm looking here at the holster and it's actually black. So you know what? Actually, I'm going to use a blue black color, kind of. Yeah, I'm gonna use this color, blue black, on the hoister because I don't want everything to be the same color. I wanted to give some nice details to make everything pop. And if it's everything black, it's kind of just meshing all together. And that's the last thing that you want on your figure, everything to be kind of the same. Now, if you guys just joined in, thank you very much for choosing the Gambit Neo Airlines. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Soon we'll be taking off to Cammy's from LA Figures, and we're gonna paint her up her torso at this point. And now I'm going to start painting up the harness on her. So I choose to go with this blue black. I don't want everything just to blend in with the same color. If I do it black, I feel it just everything's going to blend in one. But if I don't like it, then we can always change it out. So no harm done there. I'm gonna apply some wash to this as well, and then it's gonna be the belt buckets and everything that we pretty sure silver. So guys, how do you like to do fine lines with the brush? It's something you're looking forward or something that you don't like as much? I find it the fine lines to be really important. So if you mess that part up, then it's the statue is going to look a little bit ugly. Not too much, but just a little bit. Now the question is, today it's Friday, so what are your plans, guys, for today? Are you going out somewhere? Staying home? Spending time with the loved ones? Spending time watching us painting up some cool figures? What is the plan? Or you go out and have a Guinness? Working, of course, working. As you can notice, that's what I'm trying to do now as well. Well, it's still my hobby, but I would love if this become my permanent job so I can do it full time. and don't think to look for a job soon. In a way, if I could make this work earlier than later, that would be amazing. Just to do this for full time and don't stress about the money, which I think all of you stress about it a little bit. Oh, you're gonna go play pool, so you're not gonna stream today then? Or you're gonna play pool tomorrow? Ron, did you decide? I'm happy to hear that, Kate, that works out for you. I'm so happy. So the question is, the models that you do with them, that's not going to be on your shop, that's going to be on their shop, right? Okay, so you're going to be streaming. Oh, perfect. Yeah, after I finish this one, I'm pretty sure I have a beer or two left in the fridge. So after I finish this one, I'm going definitely have a beer. I don't have Guinness in the house at the moment, but whatever I have in the fridge, that's going to be mine. Okay, I noticed something here on her back. It's not a support, but it's something there, and let's see if I can remove it nicely without messing up the figure. Oh no, it was a piece of support. How did I miss that one? Wow, it was even a big one. It's no problem because I'm gonna paint that part up anyway. Yes, send me the link, Kate. I would appreciate it if you send it to me, and I'm gonna share it on the channel as well. I'm gonna put it in the links below, so if anyone else wants to check it out, like I told you before, they are amazing. So I'm planning to go to Comic-Con this August here in Dublin, and I already kind of signed up, but I was a little bit late, so I'm on a waiting list. So I don't know if I'm still gonna make it. If not, then it's gonna be next year or next time, whenever that will be. When I found out that the booking is already open, it was a little bit too late. So I'm on the waiting list. So let's see if they get back to me in time. So if I go to Comic Con, I would like to bring some miniatures with me as well. So that would be pretty cool if I could get some of yours. Are the guys selling the files, or they're actually selling the figures itself? I would like something more to do my own print. So if they're selling the figures, I don't think that's going to work out. But if I can get the files, then it's a different. But if I cannot get those files, I'm still gonna get some of your minis from your uh, cultist shop. So we will see how it works that one out. If I can even make this year at the Comic Con in Dublin. Let's hope for the best. Tech crochet wall. Okay, okay. I'm gonna look into this more. See, everybody has to make a living, so everybody tries to make whatever works for them better. So I don't know if these conventions will work for me or not. I hope they will. So I'm gonna attend more of them if it's something that works out. So we will see how it goes. So I was thinking to bring some of my statues there as well, and then some 3D print kits as well, some of the figures, and we will see how it goes. Now painting this up with the hand, it's for me it's a little bit slower because I never like to rush because I don't want to make too many mistakes. I know I have a protection coat on it, so I can go back and clear it out, but I always have the motto do the work once and do it properly, so you don't have to go clean and then do all over again. So this is a little bit more a slow process. As you can see as well, the covering is really good. I really like this paint. Now over the weekend I'm going to take a break, so I'm not going to stream, but again, as I mentioned before, I'm going to be back on Monday, Wednesday and Friday next week. So if you have some free time on your hand, I will appreciate if you can join. Thank you very much. Every little thing helps, and we will appreciate it as well. And again, guys, if you have some more time, I know some of you are from Europe, some of them from the US. My good friend, the 3D painter, he's going to stream at 2 o'clock US time. So if you still have some time on your free time, go and check out his stream. He's really, really good as well. He makes some really amazing light up sculptures as well. He's working on a daredevil, and I can't wait to see that one finished. So far, it looks really, really good. Uh, I was talking to one of my other friends on the Instagram. He's doing some really cool figures as well. So I'm thinking I'm gonna try out the lights as well in future projects. Now, first I will have to order a couple of them. So my friend Ron already sent me a couple of links. So I'm gonna pick up a couple of lights and see how it works for me. It's not a rocket science. Once you get the hang of it, it's okay. But again, it already takes so much time with these ones, and then I have to edit the videos as well. I don't know how much can I still fit in. Well, let's push this. Maybe we get lucky like the old painter man. He just came up a couple of weeks ago, and his channel is growing really, really fast. I can't believe how fast he's growing. I'm really happy for him as well. So he's in the good grace of the algorithm, and I'm happy to see him growing. He's doing some amazing work as well, so go check him out as well. Sergeant Major Swa as well. You can find him on YouTube. He's making some amazing videos. He just done a Bruce Lee video with Chuck Norris, and he done some amazing technique of sweating. It's quite complicated, but the end results, it's really amazing. So check out his channel as well. There are lots and lots of channels, and everybody's tried to do his best to stand out a little bit. So if you start watching us, then they gonna show up. Again, track mods. If you're in Star Trek, he does some amazing Star Trek ships and all that good stuff. They have group streaming as well, and the guys over there, they're working all sorts of models. Check them out as well. They've been around for some time now. Like I told you guys, this is my fourth stream at the moment. It's something new to me, so I'm still learning. Even my camera, location, I don't know if the best for the stream, so I'm gonna try to work on that one as well, improve it. And next week I'm gonna try to stream from my PC from OBS. So let's hope that less has problem like the, because now I'm streaming from straight from my iPhone. So maybe that's why it's a little bit laggy and not as great. But next week I'm gonna set up my OBS and everything. So I'm gonna try streaming straight from the PC to see how it works from there. Okay, so far it's so good. So I like it. It's coming out really good. Now I'm gonna do the black lines on her costume, and then we'll have to do the bell buckets as well, and those are going to be silver or gunmetal. Now I will have to use a red as well for her. I don't know what it's called, the triangle on her chest. So I will have to use some red for that one. So that one I will have to paint it up with some deck tan. But I'm gonna leave it for the last that one. Actually, I'm gonna tape it up because it's quite simple to tape it up. I'm gonna tape it up, give a coat of deck tan, and then do some red over it so it covers really good. So I'm gonna leave that one for the rest. So I'm gonna do the black lines all over. Then I'm gonna do the buckles, and then come back after I've done the buckles. Come back and use some dark wash on some Noom oil or something on the harness, so it gives a little bit of different shades to it. So let's find the black. Now, as you can see, I have the Citadel paint put in these drop bottles. I changed them out. They were pain in the ass in the other ones, but I'm not using Citadel as much anymore. I still have them for my miniature times, miniature painting. But what I'm using in the drop bottles, and I really like it, are the washes. So these one in the drop bottles are the best. To pour it in from the thing that they have, the, I don't know what they called. These ones, they're really bad. I always pour half of it on the side, so it's always a waste of paint as well. Now let's start with that black lines. I never look forward to this because it's so easy to mess it up. And especially on this green, I don't want to mess it up, so I notice sometimes slower you go, the more mistakes you make. So sometimes it's just better to go fast, and then the line is just better looking. Here we go, one down, 20 to go. Always make sure you load up your brush, but with not too much paint, because here again it's so easy to make a small mistake and then you pay for it. So guys, what else are you gonna do for the weekend? Do you have any plans for the weekends already, or you're gonna be in work or something else? I think the Bean is working on Lilu as well. I saw it on his post. He's almost done with it. Or he could be still in work. That sounds amazing, man. That sounds pretty amazing. I'm pretty sure she's going to enjoy it. So guys, anybody is working on something else in the chat? Or you're planning to do any of the 3D sculpts, paints up, upcoming plans? After this, I'm going to do a Broly from Dragon Ball Z, the big guy. So I started printing him already. I worked out, they have a couple of options for heads, arms, and torso. So yesterday I kind of took me 3 hours to sort out whatever I wanted to do and how I want to do it. So that was really fun. And oh, the museum, that's nice. And Ron, yesterday I done my supports for the first time with the Anycubic slicer. And I have to say, guys, you had it on the easy mode all the time. I used to use the Cheeto box slicer for my Lego, and it's a pain in the ass compared to the Anycubic. The Anycubic, it's so good, it's so simple. You had it so easy. I didn't even know till I tried it. So that will be my go-to slicer from now on. Now the black is all around her, so this will take some time to paint up. So I know it's not the most exciting thing to do, but at least one thing will be done this weekend, the torso. And then on Monday we're gonna pick it up where we left off. And by then I'm gonna do some prep work behind the scene. Because I'm pretty sure most of the people want to do the painting process instead of the prep process, which it's a must, but it's not as fun. Now we have most of it done on the left side, and then I still have everything to do on the right side, so it's gonna take another couple of minutes, definitely. Yes, like after using it yesterday, I used it for some time, and again, it's even just punching the holes. I wanted to work out the whole process to make the holes for magnets, and this just simplified everything for me. Just it's so easy. Like if I knew this before, it would be a game changer for me. I didn't try it out, but now because I ordered the other printer, I was like, okay, it's time to learn the slicer for it. And you know how they say it, better later than never. And now let's move to the right side. So this is how it looks so far. It's not too much happening. So me and the 3D painter, we were talking to do maybe over the weekends to try out to do some group live streams as well. So we will have more guests in the group, and then you can check that one out as well. It will be multiple people working on multiple projects at the same time, and it doesn't have to be just 3D sculpting or 3D painting. Could be something else as well. So we will see. We try to set it up as soon as possible, but we have to learn exactly how to do it. It has to be done through OBS, but we have to put in to have multiple channels at the same time. So we have to do that through Discord. So we have to learn a little bit to see how it works properly. And then we will try to invite other artists, or maybe even like from total different backgrounds, like maybe drawing or something else, even sculpting if it's somebody up for it to stream. We will not mind at all. So we will see when everything is set up and we kind of learn the ropes. Everybody's welcome to join. That's why my plan is next week to start streaming from the OBS from the PC. This way I starting to learn it a little bit more. I did stream from my PC, but I streamed from my screen. So this way we have to do it a little bit differently. And as soon as we figure it out, then it's going to be on. We definitely will let you know, guys. But if you subscribe, guess what? You will get a notification when we're gonna go online. So if you want to help yourself, just subscribe, ring that bell, check that bell actually. That as soon as we update, upload. Here we go. English is coming now. Upload a new video or we do a live stream, you will get a notification. So that will keep you up to date if you would like to join in the future, which will be much appreciated. And again, don't forget to smash that like button. It helps out a lot. Kate, if you will ever want to join in, then you're more than welcome as well. You can show your people, the progress you do on your sculpting, and that will be amazing. Now all the cameras will be focused on the work we do, so it's not, if you don't want to show your face, that's okay. You can show just your work. That's the most important part of the process anyway. Just a second, guys. My chat stopped again for some reason. Now I'm almost done with the black. I just have to finish here and there a little bit, and then I'm done. And then I'm gonna give another clear coat to this. Oh no, I still have to do the belt buckles as well. So that's a slow process as well. Unfortunately, there are things that we cannot rush. Yeah, definitely. And again, Kate, you can come on whenever you want. It's not like something you always have to be online. It's just when you decide that you have something cool to show off or you want to, that would be amazing. And then again, you will have more people seeing your work, which I think it's really, really amazing. So that's always good. And then people see the process as well. So that's always a win-win to me. This way the people will see how much work goes in it as well, because some people will say like, oh, how much money you want for that, but that's too expensive. And then you can show it like, look, this is why it's so expensive, because how much work I actually have to put in. And again, I did try with ZBrush. I even have a touch tablet as well for sculpting, and I did try it out, but I had to stop because I didn't have time to do it, because it takes up your whole time. It's like you cannot do anything else next to it. You have to focus on one thing, like literally, and then just do the other things as well, the renders and all that stuff, cutting. Like that's a whole nother story. Like most of the big artists, like Patreons as well, they don't even do their own cuts. They have people specific doing just the cuts, or specific people that doing just the rendering, and then you have the sculptors as well. You see, bigger is the channel, more help you can do it. Yeah, I wonder if ever like miniature painters go and watch sculptors, statues guys like us, how they paint up the statues. I still watch miniature painters, but not as much as I was watching when I was actually doing it. And you can apply most of the techniques, but some of the techniques will be different for the bigger ones. But I just wonder, it's just one of those things. Are they ever like come and watch you how you do it, your big ones, kind of? So this is so far. Now I'm gonna do the belt buckles, and I'm gonna use silver for that one. Oh yeah, don't even get with the overtime. Like my wife, she's amazing. Uh, she understands kind of in a way what I'm trying to do, but sometimes I think she will like almost say just stop it. I don't care anymore. Don't do it. But she supports me a lot, so I'm I'm lucky that way. She understands how much time goes in this to do anything. Again, I'm lucky on that side, so thank you. You see, these days, whatever you want to do, even video games and anything like something similar to this, it takes years and years to master it, and then it takes again years to do something cool, and months, and then sometimes you feel like nobody's appreciating. Everybody's over there to say, "Oh, that's cool," but that's it, kind of. Oh, that's cool. Now, a couple more things. So I'm just checking for the lines if they're all done. So it looks all the black lines are done. And now I'm going to do the belt buckles. So I need a silver for that one. Okay, this one will do. I think we are done with this one. So, did any of you see Mortal Kombat 2? Or you guys don't like to watch movies because your hobby takes up all your time? I try to watch as much as I can when I have some free time, which I assure you I don't have too much, unfortunately. Lately, what I used to do is on the weekends, just put down everything. But then sometimes I fall behind and I do some more work on the weekends as well, unfortunately. But lately, I'm being quite okay with doing that work. So I have a 7-year-old son as well, who is amazing, and he always wants to spend more time with me as well. So I have to watch out for that as well, to spend time with him and then with my wife, of course. Now, after I do the silver, of course, I will have to touch up here a little bit and there the blue black, but that's no problem. Don't stress about that. That's always good to touch up a little bit. It's worse when you go over the green and you cannot touch it up. So here it's okay. Now this one it's okay. So let's do the, oh, I have on the back as well. So the other side and in the front as well. Yeah, the mouth looked really, really, really bad on Baraka. Yeah, I have to say that. And even the fights, I have to say they weren't not the best. The choreography, they were not bad or anything, but they definitely were a little bit more. But I liked it. It was good. I mean, it's Mortal Kombat. You cannot take it too seriously. I really like Carl Urban, so him as Johnny Cage is already was a win for me. He's gonna be always the best Judge Dredd for me. So Ron, do you like Judge Dredd? I'm not sure if you're still here. If any new guys you join in, very welcome to my channel. Welcome to my stream. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. You like the movie one with Stallone? Uh, Sanix has a pretty cool one. It's a little bit different, but he has a Judge Dredd. When I was a kid, I went to the cinema to see the one with Stallone, and I have to say, I really liked it. But now I like more the Carl Urban one. To be honest, the Stallone one was a little bit cheesy. It's a little bit cheesy, but back then it was amazing. I really liked it. Yeah, I really like the that he doesn't take never takes the helmet off. With Stallone, it was like in the first 5 seconds, almost like even less maybe or more. I don't know, somewhere around there. They took his helmet off because you had to see it's Stallone. Back then, actors have different priorities. Okay, so I definitely have to clean up a little bit the silver here and there, but that's no big deal because the blue black covers really good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up the silver everywhere and then come back and clean it up a little bit. Any X-Men fans in the chat? Anyone that big fan of the X-Men's? I'm just looking if I made any mistakes to see it in time so the paint doesn't dry. So no X-Men fans in the chat. I still to this day love to read some X-Men comics, but if you don't have time to buy them or to read them, look up Comic Storian. These days, it's a YouTube channel for everything that you're looking for or you're interested, which is great. Spider-Man. Yeah, I used to love Spider-Man. To be honest with you, I think it was my third or my fourth comic, and I still like it. But I don't know. Since I came across X-Men when I was quite young, I kind of speak to me in a way. Since then, I'm a big fan. Back in the days, I tried to read anything or everything I can get my hand on. So I was reading Transformers, RoboCop back in the days, everything. But then I came on found X Men, and that issue that I found, it wasn't even too interesting. it was a rogue story, but it was one of those side stories, so it wasn't anything big. It was just one of those fillers, and I was like, okay, let me get the second issue, third issue, and then yeah, that was part of my childhood, and I loved it. Comics are so great. Used to have a full collection. I still collecting them these days. I used to live in Italy, and I had an amazing collection over there. When I moved, I have to sell it all off. Yeah, but now I still collecting X-Men's, even now. Some of the issues they're not that great, but some of them they still have good stories. So I'm happy for that one. Yeah, my main collection of statues as well, they're mostly X-Men. Now it looks like this torso is going way slower than I was waiting for, because I forgot how many small details and belt buckles and everything has. So it takes up some time doing it. And then my hand is not as steady as before, so I still do some mistakes as well. So I have to go back and clean it up, makes it nice and tidy. You don't want it to be messy, because that's how people's gonna see your work. So definitely don't want that. Okay, and I just noticed that I missed two belt buckles on the back, so I have to finish this one as well. Okay. Now, guys, thank you very much. If you joined just now, thank you for joining me, choosing my channel. You're very welcome. Much appreciated if you hit that like button. It helps out a lot with the algorithm. So people like you will find my channel and join. If you want to see full how to paint videos, check out my channel. I have a couple of them up there. They're quite amazing. It took a long time to make those videos, so go share it with your friends, with your family. Much appreciated. I done a small mistake, so I wanted to pick it up with some wet wipe before it dries. Now this actually takes a little bit longer than I was expected, as I mentioned before. I was thinking that I'm gonna do the torso a little bit faster, but because of the tiny parts, you cannot rush with these things, because otherwise they're gonna look really bad. And then if you put a good work in it, you don't want something small like some belt buckles to ruin your work. So it's better to suffer a little bit through it and then do it properly. And now with these ones, you can never make something perfect 100%, but you can try your best and make sure that if you're happy with it, other people will be as well, probably. You can find always some people that they will like, you can do this better. Would you paint up a full turtle once? run? A full set, like Shredder, Master Splinter. Would you paint up a whole set? Yes. Oh, you know that studio has a pretty cool one, and he has everybody literally. You should look into that one. But it's a huge project again. But I mean, you like huge projects, so that's no problem for you, right? Yes, he did those. Yes, you're correct. Okay, let's check out for any mistakes. I don't know if he done Shredder, but he done all the Turtles and Master Splinter. I know that for sure. I don't remember if he done Shredder or not. That was some while ago. Okay, and this is done. So I wanted to leave it dry a little bit. Then I'm gonna pass some wash on the harness, and the I'm gonna be I'm gonna give a clear coat of varnish just to protect everything. But after I pass the varnish, the wash, and then I have left only the small whatever this wants to be on her chest. Yeah, Obi-Wan and the Boga. That's I don't know. You almost have to restart it at this point because I remember you told me you're not happy how the Boga scaling came out. Unfortunately, that's what you get sometimes with the Wicked models. They are amazing, but it's just something about them. Now, guys, I'm going to stop here now. So, thanks everybody for joining. It was an amazing day, but time flies. So, I have to go and spend some time with my son before he goes to bed. I'm pretty sure he's waiting for me. And again, my wife, I'm pretty sure she's waiting for me as well. So, thank you everybody for joining in. And I'm going to see you on the next one. Hope everybody comes back. Hit that like button before you leave. And remember, in an hour, my friend, the 3D painter, is going to start his stream. So if you still have some free time, join in. And thanks everybody again. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you soon.